You do know that people who work in medicine have been unduly, disproportionately affected by this illness, and many have died. Don't laugh, they've died.
I know people have died.
And you're saying they should just shouldn't bother with phones, they should just see people willy-nilly. I mean,
I'm just saying it's too easy for the public sector paid people to sit comfortably at home.
Well, who are these people?
To work on 100% pay. Let's see how many of them would want to go back to school and teach. If you said if you don't go back, you're going to get 50% pay, not 100% pay.
Well, you're suggesting that teachers are doing this. Are they doing this? Do you have any evidence of this, that teachers are sitting at home doing nothing on 100% pay?
Well, I watched my neighbour's children sit at home for 3 months. They weren't doing anything, and they have little in the
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the teachers weren't.
Sorry?
That doesn't mean the teachers weren't doing anything.
Well, they weren't receiving any homework from the teachers. They weren't receiving any contact.
Many teachers were. They were doing online lessons. They were doing all sorts of things. They were working, not sitting at home. Well, this is all probablys and maybes, Alan, isn't it? You know, you don't seem to...
Related to your postcode. And as we know, and as you know, there's a north-south divide, there's a divide, and there's the other divide. And
so the teachers in Doncaster aren't working, but they are in London.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying private sector teachers will be working.
I think... Well, let me... okay, you've raised some very good questions, very interesting questions, Alan, and I hope you're not too boiling now, but thank you for that. And let me just put it out there and see what people think. Do you think that teachers have been sitting at home doing nothing for the last few months? If you are a teacher, is that actually correct? Because I'm not sure that it is, to be honest. Thank you, Alan. I'm going to bring in Kevin in Wimbledon on this. Hello, Kevin. Hi. Hi, what would you like to say?
Yeah, no, I'd just like to say I was really quite affected by your previous call, Alan, in terms of really encapsulating all the civil service workers and just sort of being laid out that confidence there. My wife is a nurse. She has contracted COVID as a result of her occupation, and she has been off sick now for a number of months because she's had terrible complications with her heart, and she is undergoing lots of sort of consultations with cardiologists at a relatively young age, and she doesn't want anything more than to get back to work. So the idea that all civil servants, as he calculates it, are just sitting at home is quite frankly offensive. And those people that we went out onto our doorstep and found the drive on a Thursday evening, it's got completely scoffed. I just find it truly offensive.
Well, he's certainly wrong about the medical profession. I mean, there are some people who've been unable to do their jobs. Yeah, public sector workers. What about teachers? What about teachers? Have teachers been kind of lazily sitting at home doing nothing? And how about doctors then? Do you think it is reasonable that we've had this system of you don't get to see the doctor unless you really need to? That you have a phone call first?
So the cardiologist said that being online now, that's a very
to the Mayor of London and TfL, every journey matters.
Did you know that Co-op now deliver repeat prescriptions to your home for free? If you're registered with a GP in England, you can securely view and order your repeat prescription online. Your medication is delivered to you free of charge and at no extra cost to the NHS. There's no need to visit a pharmacy unless you want to. Search Co-op Health to download the app or register online. Co-op, it's what we do. Co-op Health is a provider of NHS services. Full terms and conditions available at co-op.co.uk/health.
What have you missed the most about eating out? Going out with friends and family for a quick bite? Trying somewhere new or returning to a local favourite? Someone else doing the cooking for once? Not doing the washing up? With Eat Out to Help Out, you get up to £10 off per person every Monday to Wednesday throughout August. Enjoy the moments you've missed the most, and let's enjoy restaurants again safely. Visit gov.uk/eatout to find participating restaurants near you.
Clive Ball on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
LBC, I'm Clive Ball, 0345 6060 973 is the number to call. Now, we were talking about schools, we are talking about schools reopening, and I mentioned one of the worries is how the school pupils get to the school and get home again. There are some issues there. There have been worries, warnings of a shortage of public buses that could put the school return at risk. We're going to talk to Candice Mason now, who's manager of Mason's Coaches, based in Tring in Hertfordshire. Hello, Candice.
Hi, Clive.
So explain what the issue is here then, and why coach companies are getting involved in this.
So, some weeks ago, the Ministers of Transport and Department of Education raised a concern that they wanted to remove as many children as they could off of public transport onto dedicated go-to-school transport, effectively sort of creating their own bubble on a school dedicated service. The concern was that there potentially was a shortage of vehicles, and I took part in a meeting with Baroness Beer, Minister of Transport, to explore many things, mostly trying to get some sector-specific support for the coach companies, but also to focus on what we can do to support go-to-school transport. She made us aware that there potentially is up to 6,000 children needing to come off of public transport, and wanted to know what our capacity would be. So at the moment there are 30,000 idle coaches. The coach industry has been hit significantly by COVID-19. We're in a pretty bad state. So of course we have plenty of vehicles and wanted to do what we could to help. As all things government, takes a little while to get those messages down to the right people. So it has only been last week that local authorities have made aware of what funding is available to them to procure additional services.
Sounds all a bit last minute, really. Is anything actually in place for school openings?
It's happening. It is happening. I'm seeing it happen. The sad part of it is that we as a coach industry, who already transports 540,000 children to and from school, are concerned about the future of our industry. We were led to believe by the government that this additional need for home to school transport would be a pot of gold potentially to help see us back on our way. And what's actually happening is the funding's being pulled down to local authorities. They're all being given a slightly different amount, and I'm imagining the sort of metropolitan areas are getting a bigger pinch of that. What's then happening is local authorities are going to the bus suppliers who already offer the public bus service for those children, and they are checking what capacity they have. Now, we all know that this avoid public transport message has been out for months, so buses also have additional vehicles. So they are being utilised in the first instance, with the second instance being that it would be procured down to coach operators. Some of the challenges with that are the coach operators that need it most, who potentially just do sort of tours or bespoke specialist tourism transport, aren't registered with local authorities to procure home to school transport, so we're not in a position to be able to bid for that work. In addition, some of those vehicles are exceptionally expensive. We operate 7 school routes ourselves commercially. We have done for a number of years. Our parents ring and pay us for their transport, but we make up a big part of our money by doing what we call infill work. So we might take a school trip to the zoo for the day or their swimming run, and that will boost the money of the school run and effectively make it viable to put that vehicle on the road for the whole day. And it's that bit that we're really concerned about. Personally, I don't have any worries about those children getting to school in September. If there is a lack of buses, there are 30,000 idle coaches ready to step in, and we're really good at stepping in last minute when flights are cancelled, when rail is disrupted. We're there at the drop of a hat, so I have no concerns about that. My concern is actually for later down the line. Without additional government support for the coach industry, we've got a pretty tough road ahead of us. Redundancies are going to start taking place from September onwards, and with the furlough scheme missing and none of our infill and tourism work, that is going to continue to get worse. There's a current prediction that 41% of the coach industry will have gone into liquidation by March next year. And when we transport 540,000 children to school already, that would be where I would be concerned about.
Thank you very much, Candice. Good to talk to you, and maybe a little bit of hope there for the ailing coach industry. Let's go back to your calls now on schools reopening and public sector workers. Shim is in Windsor. Hello, Shim.
Hi guys, first time caller.
Well done. What would you like to say?
Thank you. I'm a teacher in West London, and I'm actually quite excited to go back to school. My SLT, who sort of manages school and leading the school, have put such great sort of safety precautions in place for the children and staff.
Have they? What sort of things have they done?
It does look doubtful. We've got a list of
The thing that we're doing is that we're having a slightly later start time. So we usually sort of start about 8:40. After we've got to be in school at that time. But we're starting slightly later to kind of beat that sort of normal rush.
That's a good idea.
Transport.
Yeah.
The other thing, the other side of that as well, is we're finishing slightly later as well. So the kids can get back without that rush as well. We've got lots of sanitation stations, hand washing stations. I went back to school to do some lessons for my attend. And I've seen it all come out. We've got signage everywhere, we've got one-way systems in place. We've got lots of washing spaces. And the students are going to be in bubbles, which is obviously what the government have also recommended as well. So
Yes, well, we'll see how that works. And can I just ask you then,